What is going on, my once humans? Is I, Byrdman, back with another once human video, and today I'm going to be doing top 10 tips and tricks that I wish I knew whenever I first was starting once human. These are going to be simple, just little facts. If you're a new player, you didn't do CBT2, this is your first time hopping in, will really help you out in just being an overall better player within your game, whether you're just playing solo or with a warband and hive. But before I get into everything, know you can follow me over on YouTube and Twitter at Byrdman778. Give a thumbs up on this video. Let me know something you're interested in seeing down below. Subscribe and become a member. Now, let's hop right on in. At number 10, it's going to be simply look at cars. Now, as you're going to be traversing through the world and just like on the basic roads, you're going to see cars just kind of lying around. And in the trunks, they're going to have the ability to open them up. And when you do, you're able to get fuel for your motorcycles, cars, vans, whatever you are currently driving around in from that. These are going to be really easy ways to get that, but not only that, but also some different like pieces of scrap and everything that you're really going to need as you're progressing through the world. Now, do you know that in each area, these cars are going to have different like kind of rarities of these pieces of scrap in them. So make sure that you are constantly kind of just hitting them up no matter what, especially once you start getting into those higher tier zones, something like up in, Iron River or near Gray Water. Those are going to be really good ones, just giving you, again, all those materials you really need for those higher tier crafts. At number 9, it is simply doing your task and your journey tasks. Now, we'll talk about the first task, and these are just going to be going through like the basic story and everything, but there's a lot of stuff in there that is going to just kind of like help you as you are progressing. I've had a lot of people asking me like, where do I get a motorcycle? How am I supposed to get this and that? And a lot of that is simply from just playing the game. So I recommend just going through like the basic parts of the story, progressing through, especially whenever you get to like the first boss and everything. A lot of those like first easy parts are going to get there for you. But then also the journey tasks. Now, these are going to be more like kind of like seasonal challenges, and each one of these is going to give you XP plus some of that energy link that you're going to need for the currencies for your meme ticks. I keep calling them mantics systems. These are going to be just like easy ways to get that, easy ways to get XP. And then once you finish a certain category, it's also going to give you controllers that are going to be great for not only leveling things up later in the game, but also being able to unlock better rewards whenever you finish something like a silo or a world boss. And it's also going to give you star crumb to use for the vending machine, the gotcha machine, whatever it is. But again, even like the gotcha machine is just kind of part of the story you have to progress through, and then you'll eventually see it and you'll eventually be able to start using it. So just play the game. At number 8, it's going to be armor sets. Now, there are actually armor sets in the game, which I absolutely love because each one of them essentially is going to push you in like a certain direction of how you're going to level up. So currently I'm running a raid set. This raid set is essentially going to give me some good boosts whenever I have 4 pieces of it on. The bottom one being when your load is over 80, damage taken is minus 10%, and weapon and tactical items damage is plus 15. So really great whenever you're going into silos or fighting an end game boss. With this one specifically, I'm just gonna load up on as much stuff as I can. So right now you can see my load is 32 out of 140, push that up to 80, and then I'm gonna start getting those awesome gear bonuses. But I even have like other things. You're able to kind of mix and match. You don't have to like focus everything into that one part. You can take kind of like a little bit of piece of each of them. So like I have the blast mask on, so my torso damage is getting a plus 12% damage reduction. Really like that. I also have something like the scout survival shoes, in which my roll speed is increased by 20%, which is really great for some of the other things that I'm running in the game. At number 7 is going to be in the crossbow we trust. Now, the crossbow might not look like all that much of a scary weapon or anything like that, but it is really solid for pretty much the entire game. I really recommend just kind of running with this all the way up into like the first boss. Save a lot of like your basic copper ammo and everything for those like bigger end game bosses. And mainly use this as much as you can as you're going through like the different like little strongholds and towns throughout the game. What's great about it is the fact that you're able to shoot enemies with it, get high crit rates and stuff like that, but also be able to pick back up your arrows. So it helps a lot of that ammo economy that's in the basic part of the game, at the beginning of it especially, a whole lot easier. At number 6, it's going to be just mine a lot. This might seem like a very simple and like no-brainer, but the fact that just simply mining and harvesting like trees and everything is going to give you XP as well. So as you're doing these basic tasks around your base, it's going to be a way to just constantly level up. I've had entire times where I'm simply just kind of doing chores around my base and I'm able to level up from just mining stuff around me. So it's definitely going to be a really good one. And then especially being able to get yourself a Digby boy from silver ore. Now, I did do a short over this kind of talking about it, but do know again, silver ore is available. It's going to have a very similar tint to tin ore, but it's going to be a little bit more blue. You're able to get some of that, get some rare silver resource, but that's also going to give you a chance to get a Digby boy deviant who's going to help you do a lot of mining around your base as well. And number 5, it's buy a bigger bed. One of the, which is, this kind of sounds silly, but it's really, really good for being able to gain better health and kind of get some of your sanity back if you have just done like a big boss or anything like that, doing it way faster and more efficiently. Now, you do have a basic, just like twin size one that will do the job for you, but if you go to one of the towns, talk to the creepy dude with like the barcode on his head, you have the ability to use some of that exclusive currency to get yourself a double bed. This will actually heal you like damn near almost instantly and also fix your insanity really, really fast. So shout out to my boy Garwood for making me do this, because it has been a very, very helpful thing for me since I gotten it. At number 4, it is farm silos. Now, silos are essentially going to be kind of like small little dungeons throughout the game. You do have the ability to level them up and do them at higher difficulties once you have reached level 50, and there's even a level 60 version as well. But these are just a great way for getting not only XP but also resources you're going to need throughout the game. But again, I was mentioning those little controllers earlier. It's a great way to just like use those so that you're able to get new blueprints, new weapons, and mods for all your different pieces of gear. And it's a great way for just like testing builds as well. I've actually been in kind of like running around with like an AR like kind of style build with like some elemental effects. It's definitely super beneficial for that. At number 3, within those silos is going to be secret rooms. Now these are going to be kind of like these like psychedelic, scary, like task-based ones. Some of them are going to be like stand on a platform and fill it up while enemies are coming at you. And other ones are going to be simply just like kill a boss or do like a secret like little task over to the side. But what's great about these now in CBT3 versus the last one is the fact that you're able to farm deviants from them. Each one of them will have a deviant available at the end that you're able to possibly get. It is random, so you might be able to go in there one time and get it, and next time you won't be able to. I just recommend, again, farming through them as much as you humanly can. It's definitely a really good part about like the looter shooter aspect of this since they updated it. I was really happy to hear that they were going to be doing that. But also, I'm guessing at a certain point, they're also going to add weapons and stuff to it. So again, make sure you are farming these secret rooms within the silos. I do want to make sure you know though, a few of these do require you to have like certain key cards and stuff to open up a door. So as you're going through the silo, make sure you're looking for those. If you have gone through it and you haven't been able to find that key card, I would just reset and try again. At number 2, it is make your deviants happy. Now, each of these deviants are going to have a certain set of, kind of like little requirements on here that will help make them a lot more efficient. These are going to help their deviant power while also helping their mood as well. So as you can see here, my Digby boy, he is currently not at enough deviant power. I'm able to fill that up by using some of his current mood. And now he's going to run out in the world. But that is going to recharge faster because I've done certain things like added music and added electricity to this. Other ones like heat and adding toys around here. The heat one I think is actually currently bugged. If you are playing it and have figured this out, please let me know. I have not been able to figure out yet. I put a heater around him, I put a furnace near him, all these different things I would imagine would heat him up, and it hasn't been working. But again, each one of them has different things that they have to have. So something like my disco ball, I'm able to have all 3 of them because it's simply just having lights above around them to match its mood. And at number 1, this one's gonna sound really simple. It's really just collect as many deviants as humanly possible. The reason why I say that is the fact that each one of these are going to have different kind of like categories that they fit in, whether it's territory, combat, or gadget. So let's look at my little buddy here, Chephosaurus Rex. He is going to be a territory deviant. What he's going to do is essentially enhance the effectiveness of the player's cooking, and the higher the deviant energy rating, the more effective the enhancement. So it's helping my simple things like cooking, or go over here to my electric stove, of better efficiency for that. Now I look at like Mr. Wish, he's a combat one. I will have him just like sitting in my cradle in my backpack, and whenever I'm in combat, if I want, I can set him up, he'll come out, and start auto attacking. He also have like a certain like kind of like super skill here that we'll use, but I can also just recall him and claim that energy really, really fast. And then finally, another one would be something kind of like my little Rubik's Cube boy here, the Space Turner. He's a gadget one. He can teleport the door and summon your teammates to your side, creates this little space twister thing. And all I have to do is just collect these little space cornerstones from him. And then I'm able to go over here to my workbench and create those right here. So really easy way to kind of like fill yourself out, give you plenty of different things to do. I have ones that are sitting here, like, again, like Digby Boy. He's going to be a territory one. So he's just going to run around and mine ore for me. It's just a really awesome addition that they've done for the deviants specifically from the last one, where a lot of them were a little bit more kind of like, let's say like my Harvest Sea guy here having the elixir. Pretty much everything was just exactly like this, but now they have a whole lot more use to them. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Again, let me know some other tips and tricks that you have found yourself down below, and let me know if these ones have helped you out specifically. And again, no, I'm going to be playing a lot of this. I'm going to be doing a whole lot of Once Human. Whenever Final Shape for Destiny 2 comes out, be focusing a little bit more on that. But once this comes out in Q3, they haven't really said yet. I'm going to guess September. I'm going to be almost no lifing this, making a bunch of content for it. So if you liked it, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. And again, I just appreciate y'all. Make sure you're giving a thumbs up on the video, subscribing, becoming a member, and follow me over on YouTube and Twitter at Byrdman778. Thanks so much. Hope you have a great night, day, whatever it may be.